Hi, I am Dr. Arsalan and today we are going to differentiate the hemoglobin from myoglobin. First of all, we will describe the word origin. The word hemoglobin is composed of two words, the heme and globin. Heme is derived from the Greek word haima. Haima is a Greek word. It means blood. While globin, it is derived from the Latin word and it means globular or spherical. So hemoglobin is composed of two words, the haima and globin. Haima means blood and globin means spherical or globular due to presence of their globular proteins. Similarly, the myoglobin, it is a Greek word, the myo means muscles and the globin is Latin word means spherical. So myoglobin are the spherical proteins present in the muscles. Next is their definition. The hemoglobin, it is a metalloprotein of oxygen present in the red blood cells or erythrocytes of vertebrates. Hemoglobin is basically made up of two components, the metal component that is referred to as iron and the protein that is the globular proteins. So hemoglobin is made up of iron and globular proteins which bind to oxygen and these are present in the red blood cells or erythrocytes of the vertebrates. While the myoglobin may be defined as the oxygen binding protein present in the muscles of vertebrates. Hemoglobin is a metalloprotein of oxygen present in the red blood cells or erythrocytes of the vertebrates, while the myoglobin is oxygen binding protein present in the muscles of the vertebrates. Next is the oxygen carrying capacity. It should be kept in mind that one molecule of hemoglobin can carry 4 oxygen molecules, while one molecule of myoglobin can carry 1 oxygen molecule. These are the oxygen carrying capacity of hemoglobin and myoglobin. That hemoglobin can bind to 4 oxygen molecules due to presence of 4 iron elements. It is also calculated that 1 gram of hemoglobin can carry 1.3 ml of oxygen. This is referred to as the oxygen carrying capacity. Next is the abbreviation. Hemoglobin can be abbreviated as HB and myoglobin can be abbreviated as MB. The existence hemoglobin is present in the red blood cells or blood, while myoglobin is present in the muscles. These are found in all kinds of vertebrates. Next is the blood level. In human beings, the hemoglobin is present at the rate of 12 to 18 grams per deciliter of the blood, while the myoglobin is present at the rate of 25 to 70 nanogram per deciliter of blood. When the muscle cells die, the myoglobin of these muscle cells which have died is disintegrated and dispersed in the blood and constitute the blood level of 25 to 70 nanograms per deciliter, which can be determined through blood biochemistry. Next is the function. Hemoglobin, it transports oxygen from lungs to all body parts, while the myoglobin stores oxygen in the muscle cells. And this stored oxygen in the myoglobin is released at a time of the need and can be used for the creation or generation of energy in the muscle cells. Next difference is the polypeptide chains. Hemoglobin comprises 4 polypeptide chains. There are 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. Alpha chain has 141 amino acids per chain, while the beta chain has 146 amino acids per chain, and if we calculate these amino acids, that multiply 141 by 2 and 146 by 2, it gives 574 amino acids in total. So hemoglobin molecule contains 4 polypeptide chains in which there are 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains having 141 and 146 amino acids respectively, constituting a total sum of 574 amino acids in the hemoglobin. While in case of myoglobin, there is only one polypeptide chain, and this polypeptide chain contains 153 amino acids. So one myoglobin molecule has only one polypeptide chain comprising 153 amino acids. So total number of amino acids in the molecule of myoglobin is 153. Next is the form. As you know that hemoglobin has 4 chains, so it forms tetramer. and the chains are different from each other, so these are heterotetramer. So the form of hemoglobin is heterotetramer. The myoglobin has a single polypeptide chain, so it has monomer form. It should also be kept in mind that these polypeptide chains, these are present in the adults, while in case of infants there are 4 polypeptide chains, 2 alpha chains and 2 gamma chains. Later on, these gamma chains, these are converted into beta chains. So hemoglobin of the infants have 2 alpha and 2 gamma chains, while hemoglobin of adults has 2 alpha and 2 beta chains. In the infants, the gamma chains are present because gamma polypeptide chains of the hemoglobin have higher affinity towards oxygen as compared to the beta chains. And the infants are in dire need of oxygen, so these are gifted with the gamma chains in spite of the beta chains. Next is the structure of proteins of the hemoglobin and myoglobin. As we know that hemoglobin contains 4 polypeptide chains. We know that if there is more than one polypeptide chain in protein structure, it is referred to as quaternary structure. So the structure of hemoglobin is quaternary, while the structure of myoglobin is tertiary. Tertiary structure is a complicated structure. Single polypeptide chain form turns and complicated 3-dimensional structure. Next is the molecular weight. The molecular weight of hemoglobin is 64 kilodaltons. The molecular weight of myoglobin is 16.7 kilodaltons. The weight of hemoglobin is 4 times higher than the myoglobin due to presence of 4 chains, while in myoglobin there is single chain. It should also be kept in mind that each chain of hemoglobin or myoglobin comprises one iron atom and can bind to the oxygen molecule. So this iron molecule binds to the oxygen molecule, and in case of hemoglobin there are 4 polypeptide chains forming 4 porphyrin rings having iron atom in each ring, and these iron can bind to the oxygen molecule. So 4 irons are present in hemoglobin binding to the 4 oxygen molecules, while in case of myoglobin there is only one polypeptide chain having one porphyrin ring or iron atom, it can bind to only one oxygen molecule. Next difference is the affinity towards oxygen. Hemoglobin has low affinity towards oxygen because it also binds to the carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Therefore, hemoglobin shows low affinity towards oxygen as compared to the myoglobin. In case of myoglobin, the affinity towards oxygen is highest. The hemoglobin was discovered in 1840 by Hunefeld, while the myoglobin was discovered in 1957 by John Kendrick. Next is the synthesis of hemoglobin and myoglobin. The heme part of hemoglobin is synthesized in the cytosol and mitochondria, while the globin part, because these are proteins, so synthesized on the ribosomes. And same is the case with the myoglobin, whereby the heme part of the myoglobin is synthesized in the cytosol or mitochondria, and globin part is again synthesized on the ribosomes. Next is the color. As you know that the color of hemoglobin or myoglobin, it is red. This red color is due to presence of heme group. Heme group imparts red color to the hemoglobin and myoglobin. In turn, these hemoglobin molecules impart red color to the blood, while the myoglobin impart red color to the muscles. And blood and muscles appear red due to the presence of hemoglobin and myoglobin respectively due to presence of the heme group. So this red appearance is imparted by the heme group of hemoglobin and myoglobin. Next is the oxygen molecule. As you know that hemoglobin has 4 polypeptide chains, so it can carry 4 oxygen molecules. And in case of myoglobin, there is single polypeptide chain, so it can carry only one oxygen molecule per myoglobin molecule. Next is the solubility. Hemoglobin as well as the myoglobin both are water soluble. So these were some important differences between the hemoglobin and myoglobin. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.